Pree Dis is brought to you in partnership with Magnum Tonic Wine, Take Charge, Ray White Overproof Rum, Fui Culture, Campari, Respect the Bitter, JF Mills, the heart and soul of your kitchen, Swiss Mambo Sauce, the Everything Sauce, Swiss Barbecue Jerk Sauce, and the True Pet Food, Simply Better Pet Food.
Welcome to this week's episode of Pree Dis. I'm your guest presenter Aidan Alexander, and we have an exciting show ready for you today. So stay tuned. Your Pree Dis journey starts now. He's known for his platinum-selling single Gallus, and he was recently in Jamaica for a visit. We met up with American singer Capella Grey at the Courtyard Marriott Hotel in New Kingston.
Then we skirt off in the Benz, took her back to my crib, and I regret it.
How has it been since you've been here in Jamaica?
It's been good. The air is pure, the shorty's treating me right, the food is fire. It's been a great energy and great vibe so far in Jamaica, so I'm enjoying it.
Your family is Jamaican. How often do you come here?
Yo, this is my first time in Jamaica.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So this is like a home, a real homecoming. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting to really connect with my family and roots and all that. So yeah, my first time.
Where in Jamaica is your family from originally?
So my grandmother and them, they from St. Catharines. And my mom was born in Waterhouse. You know what I'm saying? Bishop Avenue. And then, yeah, I got family all over the island though. St. Mary, everywhere.
I see you with a Bob Marley shirt. You been to the museum yet?
I have been to the museum. It was definitely very inspiring, very motivational and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It was dope.
They wanna know why the girl them dip on me. Them I ain't green, them I ain't just sip on me. They wanna know why them.
How important is it for you to keep that connection with your fans?
That's mad important, cause like my fans, they kind of keep me afloat. They kind of move. They support me so much. I feel like the least I could do is just keep that line of communication open. But I definitely want to get into the studio for sure. There's mad artists out here. I still ain't get to work with stock. There's a couple stories there's a couple people here I ain't get to work with, but I've been blessed to have been, you know what I'm saying, work with a couple. I worked with a lot of reggae artists so far, dancehall artists, so, you know what I'm saying?
Talk to me about working with Popcorn, because he was on the Gallus remix, and you mentioned to me earlier on you did some stuff overseas with it. Talk to me about that.
So yeah, I kind of woke up to a Popcorn remix. It was kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Popcorn, it wasn't even like it was like I had to hit him up and beg him and do this, and we had to do this and no crazy kind of deal or whatever. It was just he just liked the music, you know what I'm saying? So, and because he appreciated it and really loved it and supported it, he just, you know what I'm saying, just got on it. And that was huge for me because he ain't have to do that. So, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? God bless Popcorn. He did his thing and that helped the record a lot. And then when I went to the UK, he was in the UK as well. So we got to link up again, you know what I'm saying? And that was dope.
It's just the vibe, I'm that guy. She put her legs in the sky whenever I pull up. She got her clothes off from the walk.
How important is your Jamaican heritage to you?
Huge. It's mad important, you know what I'm saying? Like even, because growing up in a Jamaican household, I feel like it just impacted how I talk, how I move, you know what I'm saying? Even the music, the cadences in the music. I feel like it's almost a cheat code having the Jamaican heritage the way that we're using it, you know what I'm saying? We're in and out of the flows and this and that, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like Jamaicans are smoother than everybody else. I feel like it's just a vibe that we got. So I'm, you know what I'm saying? I'm grateful for my Jamaican heritage for sure. Before Gallus, before music, I've been kind of doing music forever though. So like just in different ways of music. So like I'm talking like, I guess like real nerdy too. Like I'm on some like, I was a church musician first, jazz musician, choir director.
You play instruments?
What? Yeah.
What do you play?
It's a lot, I'm not gonna lie. Organ, guitar, drums, you know what I'm saying? I do a lot, I'm not gonna lie.
So you're a rounded entertainer?
You know what I'm saying? Definitely, well, I would like to say I'm a well-rounded entertainer.
Jealous. The city is my palace. What I'ma do? Cause I want she and she and she.
I mean, my family's pretty musical, and growing up in church and stuff, that's also, you know what I'm saying, really prominent in the church. So I've always taken a liking to music. And then after I was introduced to hip hop and dancehall and all that stuff like that, I just wanted to produce it and write it and be a part of the culture and push the culture forward that way. And now I'm blessed to be the artist. Now I'm in the forefront now.
And going platinum, what did that mean to you?
It's huge, you know, like that's kind of the record that changed my life. So it was like going platinum, that's like one of the highest achievements in music, you know what I'm saying? You know, so that was huge for me.
Cause you know the timing I'm on. I want she and she and she, and they love them some me.
In terms of projects, what are you working on right now?
Oh, right now I got a tape on the way called Vibe Responsibly, Volume 1, you know what I'm saying? Congratulations to the industry, the vibes are back. It's gonna be very, you know what I'm saying, it shows versatility in there. I'm singing on there, the bops is on there, slowed it down, gave y'all some ballads, it's some R&B, it's some reggae, it's the hip hop.
Any collaborations?
Yeah, we kinda went crazy. This album, this one got, just to name a few, it's like, obviously Popcorn, Chris Brown, Jada Kingdom, Dream Doll, Skilly is on this, French Montana, J.I. You know, I guess kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. We kind of went crazy with this tape. It's one of those.
Capella Grey, good to have you, man.
All right, appreciate you.
I will never tell her so. Oh no, no, girl, we grown. Life of a goddess.
That was American singer Capella Grey. Did you know that he has Jamaican parentage? After the break, we meet up with dancer and disc jockey Fever Boss.
Culture, yo. New beginning, we winning, so share our spirit where you living, yeah. Share it. I make we all a one par, you don't know we come from far. From far, anytime we rap, we country. Rear it have to come with we. No matter with the bad vibes. Poor rear a celebration time. I feel we culture. Make we show ya. Jamaican culture. Where nephew overproof from we just a do it to we culture.
He was born in New York, but his parents are Jamaican. In our up next segment, dancer and DJ Fever Boss, creator of trending dance moves, talks about his career.
Up next is brought to you by Magnum Tonic Wine. Take charge.
What brought you to Jamaica this time?
Well, you know, so Jamaica is my home away from home. So, you know, I have to come to the island and come enjoy the place to the fullest, because otherwise from New York, this is my home. Well, you know, my mother and my father, both Jamaican, born and raised here, and, you know, moved to America for a better life and becomes the first generation born overseas. And all of my aunties, my cousins, my brothers, my sisters, they're born here.
I take a next step, them gyal a take set. As she a move to the beat, get your foot there. I will not take jet, yo with the headset. Me says I sing at the boot, I'm not take no check, cause so catch me, me still a dance.
We have a dance name, Temperature, Squeeze It, you know? Yeah. That dance came about, it's still fresh, you know, last 2 years. And, you know, I put it up on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube. It just take off and go viral. It reach Japan, reach England, Europe, Canada, and you know it's one of the leading dance. If you see in Nudge, we are on the ground. They put it in that, then inside the valley, and man I live like Rasta. They put it in that challenge, and in the drift, do me dance one time, let me take a picture. That's my move right there. So you know it fully endorses all over the place.
Can't lift them in nice style in a system then last. The guy bird and you fly past. If you want to dance, then buy you one flask. And watch you clean foot, them a go and look out. Me a sweat cause they white, them a talk to me.
Dancing was something that is my talent from a tender age, you know. I've been dancing since I was a kid. Coming to Jamaica, visiting and learning the crazy hypes and the lagan and the, you know, Pan the river, Pan the bank. So that was always in me. When I come for like holidays and I go back home, I'm showing all my friends the dances. I know how to do everything. So, you know, it's just my passion and my hobby. But dancing now, as I started to grow older, as a teenager, you know, you kind of move away from it. And that's how I pick up DJing now. And I becomes a DJ.
A couple broom sweep on the ground, there's a umbrella, nobody feel me, a man will love red never. Rich badness, 30 grand boat pan big robbery, extend those and big pan clip.
Do you believe that dancers should copyright their dance moves? Tell me why.
yes, they should copyright their dance move because my dance move is copyrighted, you know, temperature squeezed, you know. And that was one of the first steps I made once I seen it taking off. So I would advise every dancer to copyright their dance moves because that is the way of the future. We have latest dance out right now named Hot Box. And we're gonna give a piece of the Hot Box.
Ya hot girl, me a call her hello. If you see bigger the dance and the place get mellow, hear me I tell you, something do me think, chain do me blink.
We're now on to our Mix Master segment, and this week we shine the light on Kashmatic.
Mix Masters is brought to you by Magnum Tonic Wine. Take charge of things anytime, anywhere.
So first things first, your background. What really got you into music?
You know, funny enough, I was always a singer. I was a singer, so from like about 5, I used to sing from a primary school, Premacall Primary, because I come from Premacall, I come into a Premacall. So I was a singer, but the thing that really make it get intricate for me was just, I remember days I couldn't even sleep without listening to music. I listen to music to go to sleep. I never used to listen like 2000, used to listen like 70s music. James Ingram, Luther Vandross, them people for sleep. But because I like singing, it come with knowing all of these songs. You know, when I was in 3rd grade, school keep a fair, Premacall Primary keep a fair, and you know, at fair at that time, you know, them have disco room. And I knew about CDs, because I know about computers, so I used to use LimeWire, download songs and all of them things there. And while doing all of that, so I know for make a CD, but we don't know for make a mix CD.
Lime never hear what it accent. So my fling couple sneak like cartridge. You know them not really done it. The whole of them ready to turn you in a past tense.
I heard about Showdown, something called Showdown, Digital Showdown. Sanjay was the, I think, curator and the host. And I didn't get to enter that year, 2013, but I just got to see what it was. And I was saying, I do this on my yard every day without people and know whatever. The only way people knew at school was like when me in a 7th grade, I just do a rhythm mix. Girl Farm Rhythm by Not Nice, 2008. I just put it on Facebook and people say, yo, oh, this song good still, that's a simple thing. Anything keep at Excelsior High School will involve a DJ aside from the older elders who used to be DJs for Excelsior, me them call upon any fete, anything. Before me even jump out and say I want to do this Kashmatic thing, or name Kashmatic, I step out in a 3rd form, I used to say Charisma, Chromatic, Cyrus, these DJs, DJ Mario in our clubs, and I go various islands and things, and I was like, I want to do this as well. And when I reach UE, that really clicking in my head the right way because I have a fan base, I have people who look up to me, I have people who listen to me, etc., etc. So UE are really the starting point for Kashmatic, even though people know before.
Welcome to the topic, never seen a PAN Di Island, really nice. Trapping I lucky, never left in I office. Man in a wee pocket with no tree, use wallet up a big bumper, gal, she a pot like that.
You know, during COVID, you and the crew that puts on Big Par came together and, you know, basically kept an inside party for the masses. You know, you guys were all over Twitter, you know, had the entire online space in a frenzy every night when you guys went live with Big Par online. How did that really come together and how did that, you know, shape the future of your career?
Big Par was a known party before, but them just there think, how we will keep Big Par active throughout this time when nobody can do nothing. And we did just that. So to the point where COVID finished, Big Par come back bigger than ever. You know, so I'm grateful to Big Par for the opportunity because history will make right this one.
First job, I know you when they professor. She said the Louis saw me going in our sector. Fresh job, ooh, sitting fresh job. Yo, Villa make your shoes match your sweater. When you bring the food, it have the eggs.
What's next for Kashmatic?
Well, I recently joined Notorious International, which is owned by Liquor Shabba and Bad Girl Marie. A lot of people may know, a lot of people who don't know will know. So I just joined the sound system. It's a Jamaican Japanese international sound. When in the right time, you'll be hearing songs mixed by me. You soon can get dubs mixed by me properly. You get what I'm saying? You still hear mixes by me, you know, playing at more events, internationally, locally, anywhere just do what I'm supposed to do, which is play music, people enjoy themselves.
On the flip side of the break, we head to Prospect on the border of St. Anne and St. Mary to hear what's cooking in our PAN Di Fyah segment.
What bitter means to me, it means respect. Trust in the process. It might rough now, but go on push, brother. So when them say bitter, that just mean life I get better. Campari, respect the bitter. 18 years old to drink responsibly.
Located in Prospect on the border of St. Mary and St. Anne, we'll find Prospect Sip and Grill. We hear the curried is especially delicious. It's another throwback PAN Di Fyah segment.
PAN Di Fyah is brought to you by JF Mills, the heart and soul of your kitchen, Swiss Mambo sauce, the everything sauce, and Swiss barbecue jerk sauce, better because it's Swiss.
On the border of St. Anne and St. Mary, you will find Prospect Sip and Chill Bar and Grill on the Prospect Main Road, and Yonique Johnson is the owner and operator.
Thanks for coming. Our curried definitely is the hottest in Jamaica, as a lot of people say, because of our special secret flavor that we use. You can taste it in the goat. Well, just like any other small business, we have our ups and downs, but for the most part, it's very successful.
When are you open on your times?
We're open Mondays to Saturdays from 11 a.m. till 9 p.m. We serve a wide variety of local and seafood dishes, from curried, oxtail, fried chicken, stewed pork, fish, shrimp, lobster, conch, pastas, wings, just to name a few.
Now, how did that passion for food develop? Where did it all come from?
Well, I started this from I was a little girl, as my parents had a cook shop, so I used to help them in the cook shop. Also, when other young girls used to play Dolly House, I used to play a thing called restaurants, where I take order from invisible guests and serve them invisible food, and that's just my thing from I was a child. It's something that I like from I was a younger girl, as I said before, so I decided, why not just do something that I like for myself instead of doing it for somebody else.
What fuels that passion to continue on your journey?
It's actually loving what you do. So I always tell people on a whole, do something that you love. To enjoy your job and you never work a day in your life. I love this, so I do it, and I always do what I do best. Some of the major challenges are getting the right team members, because a lot of people want a job, but they don't actually like the area that they're going in, so they don't carry out a perfect job. So getting the right team members to join our team, that's one of the major challenges. And also meeting different customer preference, because everybody have their own preference, what they like. So I always have to try to meet everybody. A normal day is we open at 11. A lot of people walk in for grab and go meals, because we have lunch special that we do every day. That's Monday to Saturdays. For example, on Mondays we do cow food, stewed pork and fried chicken. That's a hot seller. People always walk in and come and get that. Then in the evenings you might have a few people come in and get something done to order, like a steamed fish, some pasta, or an oxtail, or our favorite curried. I have to big up my team members, my staff. They are very good at what they do. I appreciate you guys. Big up my mother, my other half. We do this together. We're in this together. He's not a camera person, I am, so yes. Big up my mom. Thank you guys for coming. Big up all my customers. I love you all.
Dr. Gavin Hall shares our true tip of the week, which is all about what your dog should not be eating.
It's now time for your true tip of the week, Brought to you by True Pet Food.
So that is quite an extensive list. We have things that should not be given to your dog for various reasons. Some can be toxic. You have some that can cause obstructions, and we have some that downright the dog should just not be eating because it's not healthy for them, right? From the top, things that are toxic are like chocolate, raisins, grapes, currants. We avoid those things because they tend to have compounds in them that the dog cannot digest. Because the dog cannot digest them, they end up being toxic to the dog. They can destroy the liver, they can destroy the blood cells, so we avoid those. Other things that can cause obstructions, that cause problems in dogs all the time, we call them foreign body obstructions, and we see them commonly here are mango seeds. Right? So even if your dog loves mangoes, try to avoid them eating the seed. Corn cobs. So when you get your KFC and you have the corn and you give it to the dog to chew on some, it's actually not great at all because it can get stuck in the intestines of the dog, right? Bones. So any kind of cooked bones, chicken bone, beef bone, goat bones, avoid those as much as possible. Those can get stuck in the intestine as well. But there's an added effect of them getting stuck somewhere in the throat, in the mouth, because they can be very sharp and they splinter when the dog bites them. So if you're giving your dog raw meat, it's not great. The same reasons we don't eat raw meat, because it's full of parasites, it's full of bacteria, and it can cause things like salmonella, can give them Campylobacter, which can really and truly be of detriment to your dog. So we avoid those things as much as possible. We don't feed them to our dogs. So if there's a reaction, always, and I'll always say it, contact your vet first. Don't try to play vet, don't try to be a hero. The first thing you should do is get into contact with either your primary vet or an emergency vet, right? That vet will assess the situation, assess how bad it is, give medication and supportive care as necessary, and they'll kind of help you to manage expectations, see what the prognosis is like short-term and long-term to see if there are any problems that may come up in the future.
The True Tip of the Week was brought to you by True Pet Food.
We flash back to the year 2000 in our Floriculture segment after the break.
There are lots of reasons to believe in a dog food brand. Great nutrition, great price, and your dogs love the taste. But what if it's also made for Caribbean dogs? No artificial colors or flavors, with an eye on the environment, so we only use paper bags. Then you will be just as happy as your dog, truly. It's true, we love dogs.
It's JF Mills Flour Mixes for your pastries, pancakes, festivals, Johnny cakes, and many cakes. Your wraps, pizzas, rotis, spinners, and dumplings and fritters. Using our wide variety of flour to include counter, cake and pastry, all-purpose, whole wheat, and baking. Pick them up today. All from JF Mills, the heart and soul of your kitchen. Distributed by Caramel.
Everybody get your taste buds ready.
Swiss ketchup pours better, tastes better, flavors better. Swiss ketchup makes your food and sauces yummy, yum, yum. Swiss ketchup, loved by kids and adults. Swiss ketchup, a delicious and favorite for all occasions. Ketchup is better because it's Swiss.
Better because it's Swiss.
The Hurricane Rhythm was a massive hit in the year 2000, and it had songs from K-Baton, Beanie Man, and many more. But one of the standout tracks was Badman the Pet Girl by Alozade, Kiprich, and Chico. Alozade shares the backstory behind that song in this week's Floriculture segment.
Floriculture is powered by Ray White Overproof Rum. Floriculture.
Well, bad man, no watch, girl. We know what smoke, bitch. We no lab and not chat, girl. From girl feeling, we a think about.
In the year 2000, you had a huge hit on the Hurricane Rhythm, Bad Man a Pet Girl with Kip Rich and also Chico. How did that collaboration come about?
Well, I think I got as chemistry, though. I was given the rhythm by Flabber and Deli Ranks, you know, and I took the rhythm. I was all medicine. And that time CSI sang done and sang bad and I go check my bridging down go gym and I say, how this song? I'm excited that him seem this clutch. And I said, I like the line there. And I said, what about the line? I just don't like it. What did I put there? I don't know, but I like the line. So I just walk out and by the time I reach back up the road, speed go back down and I said, oh, I said, could I find something better? So I just go on and tweak until, you know, reaching the studio now, but I had a little, I was just overcoming a little flow. So I voice the song, so now here comes the singing part, which means that my vocals won't be able to go right there at the moment, because singing they have to be prompt and precise on keys, chords and notes. But when I look out there, I see my brethren Chico, as I say regular with the on phone before, to make him jump out and then keep it, you know, same school, you know, I say, yo, only look here 1 second and come and say, yo, sing this. Da 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 da. And them themselves come put the intro. Bad man, we know what ya. And it's boom, history from there.
Yeah, oh man, we enjoy fire, bona vista boy. Oh man, we employ anytime we.
Now Pet Girl was recorded at Anchor Recording Studio. Tell you before even I heard the song in Jamaica, I was getting called from overseas about a song I have mashing up US. I said, what song is that? Me I mentioned Street Gin. And I said, something about girl.
A boy when a pet girl, not fi I forget girl. Just to our skill, we all a gamble and a bet girl. From boy we take girl, position set girl. All from the computer, internet girl.
When it took off, how did it change life for you outside of Jamaica?
Boy, one time I feel like me want hero, so I want flight, I want pilot, you know. One time like every week, one time remember so the night sky, one time like every day, like how you see bird and fly. That's what I say. Yeah man, real change. That's the power of a hit song and I'm so grateful, you know.
Time we want our work. We no watch girl, we no watch movies, we no lab and not chat girl. From girl feeling, we a think about.
How would you feel about your partner having a celebrity crush? Members of the public share their views in this week's Why Pree Vox Pop segment.
Why Pree is brought to you in partnership with Campari. Campari, respect the bitter.
I wouldn't feel no way. Every woman have one of them there. Look how much of them got Chris Brown concert the other day.
When she at the concert just now, hey baby, you wouldn't have an issue with that?
Yeah, no problem with it. Them are entertainer. If one of them I love have one of them same like Cartel, Mother or whoever else. Them always have that one woman fan there.
Jealous? Yes.
You don't like it?
No.
Why not? It's supposed to only like you, only focus on you.
Well, I would feel kind of intimidated to thinking that, yeah. I would feel not really say low self-esteem, but kind of intimidated to say why. Yeah, wondering.
And jealous?
Yes.
Do you have a celebrity crush?
No.
So you can't worry about that. As long as she's there with you and she like you and respect you, you can't worry about a fan crush.
So you don't worry about no celebrity crush?
Don't worry about that, man. Because celebrity woman them take away too. I say go bro. So you worry about woman and them things that be a waste of time. Sorry.
I wouldn't feel good about it.
You're jealous?
Of course.
You want him all about you?
Of course. I'm just me and that's it.
How me that feel? He made have to lift up out of my house, so me I do with him. Eh? What she have what me have?
So you say none at all, the cam?
None.
You're jealous them with him, supposed to only be about you.
So no must about me. If a celebrity come here, he wouldn't want me kiss him or hug him up. And me only dare think for kiss him. I find no more than my man when me have here.
Man will always be man enough, so me can't stop that.
As long as it ain't on my face, me not have a problem.
Those were the views of the public. Tune in next week for more Why Pree.
Why Pree is brought to you in partnership with Campari. Campari, respect the bitter.
Last week, Mad Out by Valiant was number 1. Is it still on top? Only one way to find out. Check out the Magnum Top 10 chart.
Say Bobby looking nice, now you don't Sarah. Don't swap, she pop perks.
Hey mama get mad for me no, head top for me no, broke your back, sit down pan ya.
Badness upgrade. Badness upgrade.
Zero me I come from. Bolu pa me no.
Pity she no know she get in a chest vehicle.
Father YG me I tell her out. YG bad.
On Sunday morning my car market, my buy honey and tomato.
And if you gotta get wild out tonight. Party.
Got man a singer every year. And she know wanna bag a long chatting.
Move out my way. Me I'm mad so mad day.
And that's how we bring the curtains down on this week's episode of Pree Dis. I've been your guest presenter Aidan Alexander, and I'll see you next time.
Pree Dis was brought to you in partnership with Magnum Tonic Wine, Take Charge, Ray White Overproof Rum, Fui Culture, Campari, Respect the Bitter, JF Mills, the heart and soul of your kitchen, Swiss Mambo Sauce, the Everything Sauce, Swiss Barbecue Jerk Sauce, and the True Pet Food, Simply Better Pet Food.